The charming, Beachy, North Carolina town's where The Summer I Turned Pretty was filmed. For millions of fans, Amazon Prime Video's The Summer I Turned Pretty has become the ultimate symbol of summer. The series, adapted from Jenny Han's best-selling trilogy, follows Isabel Belly Conklin, played by Lola Tong, as she returns each year to Cousins Beach with her mom Laurel Jackie Chung and her brother Stephen Sean Kaufman. There, they reunite with her family friend Susanna Rachel Blanchard and her sons, the reserved and brooding Conrad Fisher Christopher Brinney and the open-hearted Jeremiah Fisher Gavin Casaleno. What begins as a season of friendship quickly evolves into a triangle of love between Belly and the Fisher brothers, a story intertwined with moments of self-discovery, grief, and the supportive bonds of friends like Taylor Rain Spencer. Since the release of Season 1 in 2022, the story has continued to captivate viewers of all ages through TikTok edits and viral sounds like, "This is 100% your look, Connie baby," leading many to wonder where the legendary Cousins Beach actually is. Yet, plot twist, the town exists only in Jenny Han's imagination, and it was inspired by a mix of East Coast beach destinations, including Cape Cod, the Hamptons, Virginia Beach, and Nags Head, the chic beach getaway embodying the essence of the Outer Banks. "I had a lot of beaches in my head," Han shared in a Prime Video Book Club interview, "and I think that's part of the reason people can read the book and feel like it's their beach." To bring this fictional town to life, production filmed along the sun-drenched North Carolina coast, using dreamy locations like Wilmington, Kerr Beach, Carolina Beach, and Wrightsville Beach. Not finished the show or books? Prepare for a few spoilers ahead. Wilmington's The Summer I Turned Pretty filming hotspots. What do the volleyball match in Season 1, the laser tag and go-kart scene in Season 2, and Belly and Taylor's coffee date in Season 3 all have in common? Simple. They were all filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. After all, this charming city, with about 440,000 inhabitants and one of America's best riverfront walks, is no stranger to the spotlight. In the past 4 decades, Cinespace Studios has hosted hundreds of movie and TV productions there, including early 2000s classics such as Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill, cementing its reputation as one of America's most cinematic coastal destinations. Not for nothing, you can often hear industry insiders refer to it as Wilmywood. Plan a trip here and you will find many of the series' most iconic spots. Start at Casablanca Coffee Roasters on Market Street, the cafe where Conrad and his friend Agnes discussed their studies in medicine in Season 3. The cafe boasts a distinctive mid-1950s white stucco exterior, which makes it instantly recognizable on-screen. Don't skip on the breakfast menu, featuring everything from breakfast burritos to egg wraps. Then, head over to Benny's Big Time Pizzeria, where Belly and her brother Stephen shared a pizza before the latter confessed his love for Taylor. A 30-minute walk away, you will find Papercut Books, a charming independent bookstore that was the venue for Laurel's book launch. Venture a little farther from downtown, and you'll discover more filming locations. Cape Fear Country Club, one of the longest-standing clubs in the state, served as the backdrop for Jeremiah and Stephen's lifeguard and waitstaff summer shifts, while Porter's Neck Country Club, set near the Abbey Nature Preserve, hosted Belly and Conrad's prom scenes. From Wrightsville Beach to Kerr Beach, the other locations of The Summer I Turned Pretty. If Wilmington is the bustling heart of the show, then the nearby beaches expand the story's world, bringing both romance and summer fun to life. Carolina Beach's boardwalk is the setting for Season 2's summertime scenes. Here, Belly and her friends spent an unforgettable evening racing through arcade games, sharing ice cream, and navigating the tensions of teenage life. A short drive north, Wrightsville Beach and Crystal Pier hosted the series' most romantic moments. The wide shores of lively Wrightsville Beach, one of North Carolina's best seaside towns, acted as the backdrop for Belly and Conrad's long-awaited first kiss. Oceanic at the Crystal Pier featured that somewhat unexpected Season 3 engagement announcement between Belly and the youngest of the Fisher brothers. The restaurant, boasting a 4.3 rating with over 5,200 Google reviews, is a go-to spot if you want to savor some of the freshest fish and seafood in the area, from seared scallops to Carolina crab cakes and shrimp tacos. Going south down the coast, you can find the Fort Fisher State Recreation Area, an almost 300-acre natural preserve that provided the setting for Season 1's moonlit beach parties, as well as the bike ride where Belly ended her summer romance with Cam Cameron. If you want to walk in Belly's flip-flops, Wilmington and the other nearby locations are surprisingly accessible. The major flying hub in the area, Wilmington International Airport (ILM), offers direct flights from 31 East Coast cities like New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Meanwhile, the drive from downtown Wilmington to Carolina Beach takes less than 30 minutes via U.S. Highway 421, and Wrightsville Beach is just a short 10-minute drive away. Ready to discover more hidden gems and expert travel tips? Subscribe to our free newsletter and add us as a preferred search source for access to the world's best-kept travel secrets. Malala Yousafzai's lighthearted confession. Why she's Team Conrad and how pop culture shapes her new memoir. Malala Yousafzai. From Nobel laureate to pop culture fan. Malala Yousafzai's name is synonymous with courage and advocacy for girls' education. But behind the headlines, Malala is also a fan, just like anyone else. In a rare, candid interview with People, Malala, now 28, showed her lighter side alongside her husband, Asr Malik, as they took part in a playful couples quiz. The global activist and her husband, married since 2021, offered a glimpse into their partnership that is both deeply personal and professionally impactful, having recently co-founded a women's sports initiative together. Their chemistry was palpable as they answered questions ranging from favorite Taylor Swift eras to the crucial pop culture debate, Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah from the hit series The Summer I Turned Pretty. For Malala, this wasn't just trivia. It's part of how she connects with the world beyond activism. Team Conrad. Malala's pop culture allegiance. During the couple quiz, one question stood out. Which brother does Malala root for in The Summer I Turned Pretty? The Prime Video series, which has captured the hearts of millions, centers on Belly Conklin's coming-of-age journey and her romantic entanglement with the Fisher brothers, Conrad and Jeremiah. In the end, Belly chooses Conrad, a decision that resonated with Malala. Her husband, Asr Malik, knew instantly, Malala is Team Conrad. This detail, seemingly trivial, reveals a more personal side to someone often seen only through the lens of her activism. She's invested in the same pop culture debates as her fans, and she's not shy about sharing her opinions. She's Team Conrad. Just Jared reports, confirming Malik's correct guess. This connection to pop culture isn't new for Malala. It's a way to relax, to engage in everyday conversations, and to experience stories from a different perspective. For someone whose life has been shaped by global events, these moments of relatability matter. Partnership beyond activism. Malala and Asr Malik. Malala and Asr's partnership extends well beyond their marriage. In 2025, they co-founded a women's sports initiative, aiming to empower women through athletics, a cause that echoes Malala's lifelong mission of female empowerment. Their teamwork, showcased in interviews and public appearances, reflects a shared vision for a more inclusive world. Their joint interview with People offered a peek into how they balance personal interests with professional commitments. While Malala is known for her advocacy, her favorite book, her newly released memoir, Finding My Way, serves as another testament to her journey. She kicked off her book tour with a conversation alongside Jenny Han, creator of The Summer I Turned Pretty, blending her activism with her appreciation for storytelling. Finding My Way, a memoir rooted in experience. Malala's memoir, Finding My Way, released in October 2025, is more than a recounting of her achievements. It's a reflection on the personal growth that comes from both hardship and joy. She describes the book as her favorite, not just because it chronicles her journey, but because it weaves in elements of the everyday, like her fandoms and her relationship with Asr. The book launch, held in New York City, featured a town hall with Jenny Han. This partnership was symbolic. Two best-selling authors from vastly different worlds, finding common ground in storytelling and the power of youth voices. Malala's candidness about her pop culture interests highlights how these influences inform her worldview, making her activism more accessible and relatable. The power of relatability. Why Malala's pop culture moment matters. Why does it matter that Malala is Team Conrad? On the surface, it's a simple preference. But dig deeper, and it's clear that these moments of relatability help bridge the gap between global icons and everyday people. When Malala shares her favorite TV show or her preferred Taylor Swift era, she's opening a door for young people to see themselves in her, to recognize that even Nobel laureates have favorite characters and stories. Her openness also reflects a broader trend among public figures to embrace their personal interests. By doing so, Malala is redefining what it means to be an activist. Someone who fights for change, but also enjoys the culture that shapes the world around us. As she continues her book tour and expands her advocacy, Malala's willingness to share her pop culture allegiances invites others to engage with her story, not just as a tale of triumph, but as a life lived with both seriousness and joy.